Vasudeva sutam devam kamsachanūramardhanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadgurum namostute vyasa vishala buddhe Pularavindayata patra netra Yena tvaya bharata taila purna Prajvalito jnanamaya pradipaha Bharata taila purna Bharata, bha andre belaku Bha means light Ratha means one who revels in light. It's a message for all who revels in light, who wants to move towards the light, who wants to move towards the freedom. The text Mahabharata gives, it's a Bharata Taila Purna. The lamp we have in our home, the flame goes off when the oil runs out. Whereas Mahabharata is such a text, the fuel never runs out. So, light is always illumining. The other text if you read, the comic book, however bestseller, New York bestseller, million copies have sold in first week, you may read first time, second time, third time, then no interest in reading. I know you throw the book, you're not at all interested in reading. But Mahabharata is such a text, inexhaustible light, it comes out because the fuel is always eternal fuel. However many times you go through, that many times new shades opens up. Bhagavad Gita, nobody has told that I am tired of reading Bhagavad Gita. Even the great sadhakas, for example, Pejor Swamiji, he was there up to 88. I've seen him at the age of 87 also. Old man, back is bent, still going through Bhagavad Gita. Having read so many times, has trained thousands of students, running many gurukulas across India. He was not tired of reading Bhagavad Gita. It's a message of Bhagavad Gita. So many times it is said in Brahma also hasn't finished completing the Mahabharata. He is every time he goes through pondering, new meaning opens up. He hasn't touched the bottom of Mahabharata. Even for the Brahma, that is the case. And nobody can say, I finished reading Bhagavad Gita. I finished reading Mahabharata. Mahabharata, 100,000 shlokas, and it is said every shloka, every word of Mahabharata has at least 10 meanings. At least 10 meanings. So, 100 times 100,000 verses, and each word has 10 meanings, means countless meaning. The meaning opens up according to the frame of your mind. Sometimes you are very calm and serene when you read the sattvic, according to the frame of your mind, the meaning opens up. Sometimes you are in terrible dilemma. When you are going through, you will get the right answer for your dilemma. I am going through, you pick up a sloka. They say whenever you are going through a tough time, open a textbook of Bhagavad Gita or Mahabharata, randomly open a page and pick up a sloka. It will have a message for you. It will give a message for you. It's a message. Many people, when they are going through the dilemma, they open the Bhagavad Gita, and what message you are giving. And that sloka you read contemplate on that one, the meaning that you get a solution. It is a solution, Parihara Grantha. It is not only, it is talking about something beyond your life, it is relevant even to the current generation, current life. Bhagavad Gita is relevant. Bhagavad Gita, ta means feminine. Bhagavad Gita, it's tha. Many Gitas are there, Uddhav Geet, Karna Geet, Bhikshu Geet, many Geets are there, they are masculine. This is Gita, means feminine, fit for singing. It's a melody. So, most of the, out of 700 shlokas, about 572 shlokas are in Anushtup Chandas. Anushtup Chandas, you 32 letters. 8, 8, 8. You, how to read Bhagavad Gita, 8 letters at a time. 8 letters at a time. Some shlokas are in Trishtup Chandas. If it is 44 letters, you 11 letters at a time. You have to read that way. And according to Jagati Chandas, Trishtup Chandas, Ushnik Chandas, Ushnik means 28 letters. If it is 28 letters, 777. If it is Gayatri, Gayatri means 24 letters. If it is Gayatri, Gayatri also, you say 8 times 3. 8 times 3 is Gayatri, 8 times 4 is Anushtup Chandas. Anushtup Chandas. Gayatri has 3 lines. Gayatri, the 3 means 3 lines. Tripad Gayatri. Gayatri, the Gayatri meaning also, Gayante Trayate iti. One who sings gets protected. One who sings repeats the Gayatri mantra gets protected. Tat savitar varenyam bargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Only 3 legs, it's like a tripod. Anushtup Chandas is like a chair with 4 legs. 4 legs, Anushtup Chandas. And Pankti Chandas with 5 legs. It's 8 times 5. 8 times 5, and Jagati again into 8 times 6. It goes in that form. And in Mahabharata, Arjuna was so depressed to begin with. Earlier he was so confident, and all of a sudden he felt dejected in life. And looking at the army, facing his grandfather, his uncles, and in the yoga class also I mentioned, he was attached to relatives. Relatives means temporary connection. He gave over-emphasis on temporary connection. He forgot about the Lord sitting in front. He is the permanent connection. He forgot about the permanent connection. He started associating with temporary connections. My grandfather, my guru, my teacher, and he started associating with temporary connection, and he lost connection with the permanent connection. Because of the relative connection, he collapsed. He collapsed in the war front, and we also, in the crucial moment of our life, we failed to perform. People, yesterday in Purna Pramati, I did 3 sessions, one from year 4 to I think year 7, from year 8 to year 7 to year 7 and 8, another 8 to 11. 3 sessions. I told them not to take your exam also too seriously. If it is so serious, you are so tensed. You are so tensed in the classroom, what you have to write, you forget. And after the exam, you remember, I should have written that one. I should have written that one. You are so tensed. Not to be tensed. I told them, in the exam hall, before you start writing, observe your breathing. Long inhale and longer exhale. Long inhale, longer exhale. Relax, 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 relax. Then you write, you won't forget. If you are so tensed, and year 11, year 12, they have a target, parents have set a target. Look, you have to go to IIT, or you have to get into AIMS, or you have to get into that college, this college, and they require this much of marks. They already raised your bar. Your parents, day and night, they are nagging you. Every time you are reading, they come and sit next to you. They don't give a freedom to you. They are sitting here and everything, and food also. My son is eating, my daughter is preparing for exam. You eat this one, you eat this one. So much of pressure from every side. Your expectation is raised. And in the exam time, you are so terrified. I told them, Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You have only right to throw your heart behind your writing in the exam, not to expect what college to go, what college to do. Let you get the best marks. Then you think about that one. If you are so focused on that college and this college, you are putting the cart ahead of the wheel. You are not best in you, never comes out. Arjuna's also, he was so ambitious. He said, who dares to fight with me? I want to see, and take my chariot. He said, take my chariot, and he forgot that the chariot, the body is like a chariot. In Kathopanishad also talks about body is a chariot. We think, I am the owner of this chariot. How dare you talk to me like this? I take this chariot to be mine, and leading to disappointment. Lord wanted to show that you are not the owner of the chariot. You are just a passenger. I am the owner of the chariot. The moment I ask you to mount, dismount you have to do. You have no freedom. Today this person is well, next moment that person has been evicted. Like a house, rental house, if the owner says please vacate, I have to vacate. I have no, at least in the house they will give 1 month notice or 1 week notice. Lord won't give any notice also. Get off, and we are temporary residents, and not to be proud of your wealth, not to be proud of your youth, not to be proud of your the beauty. Anytime, anything can happen. Lord is the owner of the chariot, and that is the message Lord wanted to give. Lord wanted to give that message. I am the owner. And towards the end, Sri Krishna, Arjuna realized, Nasto moha smritir labdva tot prasadat mayachyuta. All my confusions have gone. And I realized you are the owner of the chariot. I will do whatever you say. I will do, and I won't be arrogant in my this one. I am just a passenger. Arjuna realized, and this message is saying, Bhagavad Gita also, Lord will take you to the right direction. He will take you to the show as long as you surrender to Him. You see how well your life opened up. Our life has to be opened up. Yesterday in SVS, our Suprita, she is here doing MSc. I talked about also. Life is meant to be blossomed. It has to be blossomed fully. You should not be curtailed to limited. You have huge potential. Why sell your product for the discounted price? When you surrender to the Lord, your personality blossoms. Unthinkable can happen in your life. Had you been only doing what others say, what your head says, the limited things opens up. Limited things opens up what you follow your passion. Very few people have a passion to do what they want in their life. Many people, they live their life only to please others. Why I am doing that one? I want to tell in front of my friends, I want to tell in front of my neighbors that I work there, I earn this much of money. And here also, whoever you meet, nobody asks you, are you happy in your life? Everyone asks you, where are you working? How much money you are making? Nobody is asking whether you are happy. Are you doing what is good for you? Nobody is asking. Because of that, we are living our life for others, to make others happy. And it is the Bhagavad Gita says, you live for yourself. When you are happy, then only the fountain of joy must come out. Then whatever you do, it will be an expression of joy. It will be an expression of joy, whether you are working in a corporate, or you are a teacher, or a therapist, or whatever you do, it should be, the foundation is, it should be an expression of joy. You should be doing what is good for you, not what is good for others. You are not leading a life only to please others. Lead a life to please yourself. That is the message of Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata and all Shastras. Empower yourself. Discover the joy, the fountain of joy, may it flows through you. When you surrender to the Lord, He will make sure that the fountain of joy is awakened through you. The ninth chapter, we are covering the ninth chapter. In the eighth chapter, Sri Krishna talks about the yogi. Yogi is the level yogi reaches is far beyond one who is doing austerity, one who is doing all the yajna, one who is doing reading all the scriptures, Vedas, or charity. Yogi goes far beyond that one. He says, Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva. Repeat after me. Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva. Dhaneshu yat punya palam pradishtam. Atyeti tat sarva idam viditva. Yogi param sthanam upaiti chadhyam. Upaiti chadhyam. And yesterday also that many places I went, yoga is limited to asana and pranayama. Yoga is far beyond that one, what Lord is talking about. Yogi, one who has connected himself or herself to me, that yogi reaches the highest. In the ninth chapter is called as Rajaguhya, Rajavidya, Rajaguhya chapter. The Raja means king. Vidya, the king of the knowledge, is given in the ninth chapter. Rajaguhya, the top secret. Though it is published, how it can be a top secret? It is said, though it is written in the book, though it is the open, still it's a top secret. You won't understand. You will forget. In the ninth chapter, Lord is saying that everything, whatever you see in the world, are in me. In the 10th chapter, Lord says, whatever you see, I am in them. In the 11th chapter, Arjuna was so enchanted hearing the 9th and 10th. He said, everything, whatever you see, it is in me. He said, everything is in me. In the 10th chapter, he say, whatever you see, I am in them. And the 11th chapter, Arjuna asks, I want to see that one. So, Lord showed the Vishwarupa. Everything, whatever Arjuna wanted to see, he could see in that Lord's body. Whatever he wanted to see. Whatever Vishwarupa, everything he could able to see. So, 9th chapter, 10th chapter and 11th chapter, it's like a train of thoughts. It is going from, everything in me. In the 10th, I am in everything. In the 11th, he showed that form, everything here, and whatever Lord says, whatever you wish to see, you see in me. So, what Lord is saying in the 11th chapter, whatever you want to become in your life, surrender to me, you get from me. Whatever. If you want to become somebody minus me, you may get for a short duration and end with a disappointment. What 11th chapter is saying, whatever you want to get in your life, see it in me. Then it is a dawn of devotion. The 12th chapter is nothing but a devotion. Our Arjuna surrendered. He says, having gotten you, I have everything. Why? I have gotten everything. Take me as your devotee, Bhaktosi. And Sri Krishna says, that type of devotee, Priyosime, that type of devotee is dear to me. And initially in the 11th chapter, Arjuna, Sri Krishna tempts Arjuna, whatever you want to see, you see me. Whatever you want to get in your life, you get in me. And in the 12th chapter, further, it goes further. You need not have to ask. I know what you want. I will give you. You totally surrendered to me. I will give it to you. You don't know what you want in your life. Today you want this one, tomorrow you want different. Day after tomorrow you want something else. You are confused. You can't make up your mind. I will yogakshemam vahamyaham. What you want, I will provide that one. I know what you want. You don't know what you want in your life, but I know. And so this, the art of man making, it's a personality transformation. If you are a manager, if you are leading people are reporting to you, or if you are a housewife, you are a therapist, you are a lawyer, you are a yoga teacher, you are doing MSc, PhD in yoga, whatever you do, Bhagavad Gita is an inspiration textbook, and Bhagavad Gita is a foundation textbook of yoga. Every student of yoga use this one, Bhagavad Gita, as a foundation textbook, and many schools they talk about Patanjali Yoga Sutra is the foundation text. It is Patanjali Yoga Sutra came about after about 2,500 years, and Patanjali got inspirations from Bhagavad Gita. Many things from Bhagavad Gita is taken. The first, you have to learn Bhagavad Gita, then through the Yoga Sutra, that part. First is, this the foundation text is Bhagavad Gita. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Idam tute guhya tam pravakshyamyanasuyave jnanam vijnana sahitam yajñātva mokṣyase ashubhat mokṣyase ashubhat mokṣyase, I will liberate you from ashubha. Ashubha means from the confusion, from your bondage, I will liberate you from the bondage. Mokṣyase ashubhat. And And 67, page number 67 in this book, again, Shri Bhagavanu Vacha, Shri Bhagavanu Vacha, Idam Tute Guhyatamam, Pravakshyami Nasuyave, Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam. Yes, Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam. Yajñātva mokṣase ashubhat. I will talk about Guhyatamam, the most profound, most secret one. I will Pravakshyami. Vakshyami means I will talk. Pravakshyami is not an ordinary talk. It's an exalted talk. I will talk, whatever I am telling you, it is not an ordinary talk. It is not talking in jest. It is what is good for you, I am talking about. Pravakshyami, Pravakshyami. Vachana means ordinary talk. Pravachana means it's not an ordinary talk. Pravachana, Pravakshyami, Vakshyami, Anusuyave. I am telling you because you have no jealousy. You are so keen about learning. I am talking about that one. Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam. Yajñātva mokṣase ashubhat. I will talk about jnana part, knowledge, as well as the personal experience. Many Vedanta talks also, they attend and deliver on sitting on an armchair, with an armchair, easy chair, they talk about. There is a jnana is there, but there is no vijnana. Many people, they are happy to sit, but whereas yoga is not only talking, you have to experience also. You have to experience Vedanta only the heart talking level. Yoga is not only talking, you have to experience. I will expound on that one. Rajavidya, Rajaguhya, Pavitramidamuttamam, Pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam, Susukam kartum avyayam, kartum avyayam. Rajavidya, Rajaguhya, the top knowledge, top secret, why you have to learn Pavitram idam uttamam. It will help you purifying. In the yoga class, I talked about impurities. Impurities, I talked about this topic. Many impurities, how to calm yourself. When the impurities build up, flexibility reduces. Body flexibility, Sri Krishna is talking about how to purify yourself. When the impurities purge out, you feel the lightness in the body, flexibility improves. Pavitram ida uttamam. One pavitra is every morning taking bath is a pavitra. But it lasts for few hours, then again body starts stinking. Whereas this one, Pavitram Ida Uttamam, highest purification. You are purified for good. Pratyakshava vagamam dharmyam susukam kartum avyayam. Pratyakshavagamam, you have to able to experience it. And susukam, it will bring you lot of happiness. Susukam, for getting the inexhaustible happiness, one must learn this one. Kartum avyayam, you have to do. Shri Krishna says, if you want a lasting happiness, there is no option but to get into this Rajavidya, Rajaguhya, lasting happiness. Āśhritam purusha, dharmasyasya parantapa, aprapyamam nivartante, mrityu samsara vartmani. Āśhritam, Sri Krishna says, Shraddha is required in any practice. In any practice, while doing the practice, everyone, for example, yesterday I went to SVyasa, everyone, so many people get enrolled for MSc or further continue, but few drop off. Why drop off? After they started wanting to pursue the yoga line, after few months, few days, few years, they lose interest. If you don't have faith, you can't get anything. Shraddha is important. Ashraddha dana. Those who do not have a faith, Purusha, Dharmasya Parantapa. One who do not have a faith in this Dharma asya, this what I am talking about, aprapyamam. Their pollution, impurities won't be removed. Always confused. Their impurity, in the physical level I talked about the flexibility, loss of flexibility. In the mental level there is no clarity in thinking. There is no creativity. There is a pollution within. Aprapyamam, that person won't come to me. That person won't seek me, and because of that, mrityu samsara vartmani. That person gets tossed here again and again, coming and going. Why? He or she doesn't have faith in the highest, the Supreme Lord. What Bhagavad Gita is talking, I have no faith. I have no faith in that one. No faith, because of the pollution, I keep on coming and going. And people keep on complaining why I am going through the terrible time. Yesterday I met one ex-MD of BHEL, and yesterday he was saying that retired, there is no joy in my life. There is no happiness in my life. I can't sleep. And I lost interest in life. And why? The interest in life, all through my life, I did not invest my time for the essential things in my life. Always I thought about irrelevant things. Now lost interest in the life. If I am finishing the game of my life with disappointment, dejection, depressed, that means my whole life, I did not, somewhere something has gone wrong. Entire life has gone waste. As you progress, as you getting older, joy, happiness, contentment should increase. On the other token, if the disappointment is taking over your mind as you are aging, so you lost the game in your life. You lost the game. You cannot command respect from your children, your youngsters, younger generation, because you yourself is a failure. When yourself is a failure, you can't command respect from others. You have to be successful, joy, contentment, bliss. When it is there, mark of a successful person, that person commands respect from others. In the life, everyone must become victorious. Lord is showing the method. Lord wants everyone to be victorious. Lord wants everyone to command respect in the life. Have faith, be devoted. Look for that one. You will be successful. Maya tatamidam sarvam Jagadavyaktamurtina Mastani sarvabhutani Nachaham tvesho vastitaha Maya tatamidam, Maya, where I am, tatamidam, I have pervaded everywhere. Vasudeva's another meaning is I pervaded everywhere. One who pervades everywhere. Lord says, I am Maya tatamidam, sarvam. Everywhere I am there. There is no place I am not there. Jagad avyakta murtina. Avyakta murtina. Murti means with form. Avyakta means without form. I am without form, but still, if a devotee wants to see me in a form, I express through that one. People go to place of worship in the temple, altar is there. Lord is expressed in the murti also. He is there in the murti also. If you have a puja room at home, if you have an altar, Lord is expressed in that murti also. But Lord is not limited to that murti alone. He is everywhere. Like water takes the shape of the container, He takes the container, shape of the container. A devotee wants to see. Devotee wants to see the Lord in that form. Lord gets expressed through that one. He is avyakta murti. Murti means with form. Mastani sarvabhūtāni nachaham tvesha vastitaha. And Shri Krishna says, Mastani, everything in this world, since I am everywhere, everything is in me and I am not in them. I am not in them. In them means I am not in them alone. In that alone, if people are fighting, saying that for example, the other Islam and Christianity, they say, Lord is not in the altar. If that person is saying that Lord is not in the altar, yes, for him Lord is not in the altar. One who believes that Lord is in the altar, yes, he is there in the altar. And when I become so arrogant, if I am so successful in my life, I think I am unstoppable. I become very arrogant. When I become very arrogant, Lord says, one who has disconnected from me, I am not in them. So, one who is abiding in me, one so become very arrogant, that person, only the asuri pravritti starts expressing, I am not in them. And people say, after reading 2 slokas or 2 lines of Vedas, they start saying that I am aham brahmasmi, I am God. They become so arrogant, they don't know how to show respect to others also. They become so arrogant, if somebody asks a question to them, they say, you are so ignorant, I don't want to talk to you. And so arrogant, when Lord says, when people are talking like that, I am not there. They must abide in me. Not first they should abide in me. Then I will express through them. In the 10th chapter says, first you learn to abide in Lord, then Lord will get expressed through you. If you are not abiding in Lord, He won't get expressed through you. People say, I am doing yoga so long, nothing happens. First, learn to abide in Lord. Then it will happen. Lord gives an why people say, in my life nothing is happening, I wanted to do so many things, nothing is happening. First, abide in Lord. Maya tatamidam sarvam. Everything, you come and abide, I am not in you. Starting point, if the student himself says, I need not have to go to school, I am the professor of the school, professor say, sorry, it is not you, you have to come here. Everyone, after completing 21 years in the country, are fit to become a president of this country. You can't say, I am the president. I am the president of the country. President will say, you are in me. Entire country in my, I have the head, I am the head of the country. I am not, you are not the president, I am there. The Prime Minister of the country has sway over the whole country. I can't say I am the Prime Minister. I have no power. He has a power. When I abide in that one, law-abiding citizen, I get so many benefits. That is what Lord is talking about. Nachamastani bhūtāni pashyame yoga-maheśhvaram bhūta-brinnacha bhūtasto mamatma bhūta-bhavanaha. And nachamastani bhūtāni pashyame yoga-maheśhvaram. When you abide in me, you can see unseeable things. Many people can't see many things in their life. When you start abiding in me, pashyame yoga-maheśhvaram. Yoga, your masters in Yasvyasa, they don't touch upon this topic. The yoga aishwaram, discover the inexhaustible wealth. The yoga not only limited to the physical level and pranayama, discover the inexhaustible wealth. Yoga aishwaram, the wealth who is giving? I am the Yogeshwara. Yoga Ishvara, Yoga Aishwarya, I am the. When you abide, I will give you. I have so many hands. When I start giving you, your two hands are too small to accept. I can give you so much. Your hands are not big enough to accept. Yoga Aishwaram, I will start pouring down. You surrender, abide in me and experience the inexhaustible wealth. Yoga Aishwaram. Bhuta Brahmacha Bhutasto Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaham. One Aishwarya, the immediate Aishwarya Lord is giving a healthy body. Many people, right from childhood sickness, that ailment, this ailment, there is no yoga sadhana. The first Aishwarya, we have a able body. So that itself, another Aishwarya, able to see, able to hear, able to smell, able to talk, able to feel, able to think, another Aishwarya. That is why that Aishwarya in Bharata, in India, everyone is called, males are called as Shri. Shri means the wealth. Women are called as Srimati. Srimati, Shri means wealth. It is our Samskriti, Bharata Samskriti, they recognize everyone. You are a wealthy person. It's a Sri Rajendra, when they say, I should be reminded, why I am sulking? Why I am so disappointed in my life? When I say, they address Sri, I must be reminded, I am a very rich person. I should not be disappointed in my life. And the Srimati, and Srimati, even the general tradition, it's a Srimati, it's told for married woman, but in the scriptures, any women can be called as a Srimati. That person, Mati is Buddhi. That abundance of wealth this person has. This person, the Srimati and Shri, it is whether you are unmarried or married, this is applicable for everyone. Yoga-maheśhvaram. You are a very wealthy person. That Shri or Srimati, that represents, and those who are hearing also, and India also, instead of calling Mr. and Mrs., and it has no meaning. But use this one and explain this concept to the people, they will appreciate. They are calling me as a person with abundance. Shri means, or Srimati means, a person with abundance. So, they will be very happy. So, instead of, if you are sending a letter in the office also, if your colleague, dear Mr., instead of dear Mrs., instead of saying that Shri or Srimati, and talk about that one, get your intention clear. These are the things in yoga school you should learn. So, when you address people, they will be happy. And explain to them, if they are upset, why I am calling Mrs. or Mr. has no meaning. No meaning, it doesn't convey. And Srimati or Shri, if I say, a person with abundance of wealth, abundance of resources. You are a person of abundance of resources. I am addressing you like that. They will be very happy. If you are addressing to your boss, you may get an increment immediately. Okay? And yata akasha sthito nityam वायुः सर्वत्र गो महान् तथा सर्वाणि भूतानि मस्तानि इत्युपधारय यथा आकाशा, like akasha, space pervades everywhere, and nityam vayu sarvatra go. Vayu, air is nitya, always in motion, always in motion. Space is always everywhere, it is there. Tata sarvani bhutani, and I am like that. I pervade everywhere and I sustain everything. I sustain everything. Sarva bhutani kaunteya prakritim yanti mamikam kalpakshaye punastani kalpado visrajamyaham visrajamyaham. Sarva bhutani kaunteya. In the 8th chapter, Lord Shri Krishna is talked about 2 paths for yogis, path of light and path of return. Path of moon, Agnirjyoti tata Agnirjyoti aha shukla shanmasa uttarayanam tata cha prayata gachanti brahma brahma vido janaham. Or path of darkness, Dhumo Ratri Tata Krishna Shanmasa Dakshinayanam. The path the yogi leaves the body determines whether that yogi is going to come back or path of no return. Here Sri Krishna is talking about not for the yogis, for the ordinary people. Everyone is under the sway of Prakriti. Lord's Lakshmi is called as a Prakriti Abhimani. Everybody is in the sway of the Lakshmi and in the clutches of Prakriti. Kalpakshaye, Kalpakshaye. At the end of the time, I withdraw, and at the beginning of creation, I push them back. They come and go helplessly. They come and go helplessly, like I and Sumana, we went to Puri Jagannath. Puri Jagannath, in the queue was every day more than 100,000 people, and you just stay in the queue, helplessly you are pushed forward. You need not have to move also. You are just pushed, or you have no freedom, you can't move. You can't ask people to move away. You are helplessly moved, and like a wave bashing on the sea, all you have to do is come to the entrance. You will be pushed to the exit, and you will be pushed to the exit. A crowd is pushing you, and that way, kalpakshe kalpado visrajamyaham, and coming and going helplessly, they come and go. Prakritim swamadishtabhya visrajami punah punah bhūta-grama imam krishnam avasham prakrite avashat. And Shri Krishna says, the Prakriti is in my sway. Prakritim, I use the Prakriti as a means, I use the Prakriti as a tool, and the beings are helplessly born and die. And like I gave an example, that person is saying, life is no joy, no disappointment, and no disappointment, and life is no thrill. At the beginning thrill and end no thrill for some. At the beginning no thrill, end no thrill, and helplessly we come and go. Why I am coming and going, I don't know. The purpose of life, discover the joy in your life. The happiness is not dependent on outside things. Discover the happiness despite not having everything, or despite having everything. Discover the joy. That is the purpose of life. yesterday in Yasvyasa, somebody mentioned also, I want to discover the purpose of my life. Purpose of my life, Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita talks about discover the joy despite everything or in spite of everything, and discover the happiness. Nachamam tani karmani nibadnanti dhananjaya udasina vadasina asaktam teshu karmasu asaktam. Though Lord says I am pushing everyone, I use the Prakriti as a tool, and my actions won't bind me. For us, one action we do, two things binds us, and they bind us because, and Sri Krishna gives the example why people get bound. And if you make friendship with a person, live with that person for few days, bondage happens. Whereas you feel obliged if that person calls you for a party or calls to home, you feel obliged. Yes, I have to go, you are obliged. Bondage happens. Sri Krishna says, though everything I am doing, and udasina, I am not having a personal attachment. There is no personal interest in me. Udasina, avadasina. There is no personal interest in me. I am doing my best. He is telling all of us, do your best without any attachment. Lord says, I have no personal interest in that one. I am giving you something, taking, I am not going to benefit anything. Asaktam, I am not personally attached to anything. I am not personally attached. Why we feel miserable in our life, and if somebody my neighbor is having a party, everyone has been invited to the party, and except me, I am so disappointed. I am so disappointed. Why I am not invited? Why I am not invited? Asaktam. In Srimad Bhagavatam there is a story. Daksha Prajapati decided to do a yajna. He sent invitation to everyone, all divine beings, all Gandharvas, Yakshas, everyone, except he did not send invitation to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, the Parvati, Daksha was his father. She was so disappointed. Everyone must be there. I must go. It is a Sati, earlier name Sati. I want to go. Everyone, she could see, all the Pushpaka Vimana, all the planes are going with their husband, wife, everyone is going with the party mode, everyone is going. Sati was very disappointed. She told Shiva, and everyone is going. My father must have forgotten, or she said, to go to your guru's house or to go to your father's house, you need not have to have invitation. You should not wait for invitation. You should go to Guru's house. Without invitation, you should go to your parents' house without invitation. She told, Shiva said, what you said is right, but Daksha doesn't have a respect for me. When that person doesn't have a respect, you should not go. But Sati insisted that I want to go. And after all, it is my father. I want to see my mother. I want to see my sisters, brothers, relatives. And if you don't want to come, it's okay. I want to go. And Sati went there, and she was not welcome there. And she remembered Shiva's words, and so humiliated, she awakened the fire from within and she immolated herself in the fire. And Lord Shiva, not at all interested whether asakta, whether they invite me or not invited me. He was satisfied within. Satisfied within. One who is satisfied within cannot be disturbed. Why I am getting disturbed? Because I have preference, what I want, what I don't want. The Bhagavatam talks about Lord Shiva, not at all whether people invite or not invited. Always happy. You try to be happy, your happiness is not dependent on outer things. Sri Krishna says, I do everything asaktam. I am not concerned. I am not concerned. I am not doing extra favor to this person or this favor. According to your ability, I give. According to you, you have earned that one, I will give you. You have reposed yourself in me and you have surrendered to me. You invoke that whatever you want to see. You wanted to get that one, I am dispensing you. And I have no personal favor to anyone. Mayadhyakshena prakatim suyate sacharacharam hetuna nena kaunteya jagat viparivartate. Mayadhyakshena, Sri Krishna says, I am the Adhyaksha. I am in the boss, in the office, manager may be there. He knows about the employees very little. Sometimes when the employee is in front or some things, and Daksha, Sri Krishna talks about himself, he is a Adhyaksha. I am such a manager, I know everything about everyone. Nobody, I have eyes everywhere, ears everywhere, mouth everywhere, hands everywhere, legs everywhere. Sarvata pani padam tat sarvata okshishuror mukham. I am the ultimate manager. Suyate, prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Prakriti and creates the inert and the sentient. Many inert things are made and living beings are born because under my adhyaksha, under my supervision, Prakriti is doing that one. And because of that one, Jagat viparivartate, Jagat pariparivartate. World is so different. Australia is different to India and India is different to America. Everything is different. If you go from one side a few miles away, here also they say in our land we grow sugar cane. Some other land they say we grow cotton. And in Himalayas they say coconut cannot be grown. In the same place, a few miles, your climatic condition changes, soil condition changes, crop changes, yield changes. The world is so different. Parivartate. It is so different. Everything happens under my adhyaksha. That means you cannot become like me. I cannot become like you. In MSc also, yesterday I talked about also, every fingerprint is different. You cannot become like somebody. Don't become like somebody, become like yourself. Then you'll find freedom. If you want to become like somebody, there is no freedom in your life. Become unique, become yourself. Pari, Lord says everything is different. You be different, be different. Be proud that you are a minority. Yesterday I said, be proud that you are a minority. If you want to be majority like somebody, you will be part of 1 in 8 billion people and get wiped out. Stand out and be proud that you are a minority. Lord says, Pari, I have created that way. I want you to be different. I don't want you to become somebody else. Avajānanti mūḍhā mānuṣhīṁ tanum āśhritam Param bhava ajānanto mama bhūta-maheśhvaram avajānanti mūḍhā. Repeat after me this one. Up to 10th we had done previously. Avajānanti mūḍhā mānuṣhīṁ tanum āśhritam paraṁ ajānanto mama bhūta-maheśhvaram. Not knowing about me, real science is one. What to be known is try to know about the permanent. Sri Krishna says, na mūḍhā, the ignorant, the limited intellectual people, they are not interested in knowing about the permanent thing. Avajānanti, they are the foolish people. Mānuṣhīṁ tanum āśhritam, they regard me as another human. And for Duryodhana, he thought Sri Krishna, he discounted Sri Krishna also. In the first chapter, when he was counting the members from the Pandava side, he counted Bhima, Arjuna and Kashi Raja and many people, but he never counted Sri Krishna. And he thought Sri Krishna is another useless fellow and useless person. And many people, they commentary, in the commentary also they say Krishna was another human but more intelligent, bit more intelligent. Sri Krishna says that they regard me as a human being, ordinary human being, paraṁ ajānanto. They don't know my higher nature, bhūta-maheśhvaram. They don't realize I am the Lord of all. I am the Lord of all. The ignorant people, they can't see. They can't, ears cannot hear that one. They can't experience that one. Their mind cannot think. So much of pollution is there, they can't think. And I said, pavitram idam uttamam. One who has purified can understand. One is so polluted within, so much of impurity, they won't realize my higher nature, bhūta-maheśhvaram, paraṁ ajānanto, mama bhūta, my glory, maheshwaram, the Lord of everything, they don't realize. Repeat this sloka again. Avajānanti mūḍhā mānuṣhīṁ tanum āśhritam paraṁ ajānanto mama bhūta-maheśhvaram. Vasudeva sutam devam kamsa-chānūramardanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadgurum.